Project Batman. Fuck yeah.
Welcome to Project Batman. I'm Ken.
I'm Otto. I'm Sean.
And this is a Bat Vision. We've only done a few. And here, you take this. I'm talking. So what we're going to do is show you how we plan to storyboard the rest of the movie using this simple way that Otto has come up with that he's used before in our, to do one of our previous scenes. And this way, since he and I are not particularly artistically talented, we'll be able to help do the rest of the movie. So, it's pretty cool.
And the best part is that this can serve as a tutorial, so if you want to help, let us know, because what we're showing you is something that literally anyone can do. So if you want to help us storyboard the movie with this, that's what we're going to do, is show you how to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to show you exactly what we're doing and everything.
Okay.
So
do you want to get us to what we're supposed to be?
Okay. So this is Photoshop. This is CS6, which I think is this. Is that the most recent Photoshop? It doesn't matter. But yeah, and this is a screenshot from Mask of the Phantasm. Now you can do this in any graphics program that you want. Like Gimp is an alternative, but we spent like the previous 20 minutes before we started shooting this video trying to figure out how the hell to use the paintbrush in Gimp. So it comes down to personal preference, but really all you need is a graphic software that supports layers and exporting transparent files like .pngs. So what we're gonna do is we can do this a couple of different ways. So the first thing you do is you get your screenshot, and this is of course Alfred in Mask of the Phantasm, and then you make a new layer that's transparent in the background, so there's nothing there. And then you pick a really nice bright color. I picked this nice green color, and you just go through and trace the outline of the character. Now, you can do this a couple different ways. Some people like to use brushes or pencils or something like that. I kind of have a, since I have a really shaky hand, I kind of like to use a line tool for this. Of course, I, could actually make it visible. That'd be nice. But you can just essentially trace, and don't be afraid to like zoom and trace in as much of the detail as you can. Don't worry about any of like the shading and stuff like that, but all of the actual hard lines is what we need. And so I'm not going to sit here and do this entire thing, because as a matter of fact I have already done this, and this is the completed product. Is you have this kind of overlay that's just a little silhouette drawing, and if we...
It's also a rare shot of Alfred right before he goes to take place in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
But then if you disappear the layer behind it, then you have, just this very recognizable drawing of Alfred. And then if you go furthermore and remove the white background from behind it, you have a completely transparent picture of Alfred that you can do whatever you want with. Now I've done the same thing already with a picture of Batman, just standing from the back. And as it turns out, we're doing this with everything, including backgrounds. And here is a screenshot from Return of the Joker. And so we've got, here's this really nice looking room. And so now we've got the three things that we need for this scene. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a new Photoshop image. And this is where we're going to do our final product. Now, with each of these, we can save them as a PNG file, which has transparency. So all of this checkerboard stuff in the background, that's invisible in this, and so that way when we upload it into whatever else we want, we can do that. Now, of course, if you're doing this all in Photoshop, you can actually just export the layers, but if we save the PNG files, then we can use them again and again and again, which is really handy. So let's just say we are going to open alfred.png. And actually that opened a new thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the layer back into Untitled 1. And now our Alfred is in there. Now, of course, when we're doing this in Photoshop, just to save time, we are going to just do this all directly from Photoshop, but alright, hold on, I'm trying to figure out where the hell I am. Now, we have all three of those images in here. And so what we're going to want to do now is I have the Move tool set up with Transform. So I can, you know, basically make it any size I want it, rotate it if I wanted to, you know, for different camera angles or whatever. But you might have to do that manually depending on what program you're using. But essentially you just need something to where you can make it bigger and move it around. So then I've done that. And now, let's save that. I can do the same thing with every little bit of the with every component of the animation. So then we want to take Alfred and move him, and basically we want this to look like they're standing there talking to each other. And so make Alfred slightly smaller, make Batman slightly bigger, and move him into the foreground. Now, yes. Now it's a little difficult to see, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to make the background... Oh wait, no, I'm using the wrong layer here. We're going to make the background a little more transparent and actually fade it out, so you can still see it, but the important thing that you see here is the characters. Now, with this, you can see that obviously part of Alfred is cut off there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add a couple of lines there just to illustrate that Alfred is not indeed cut in half. Oh, no, we're going to go into the Alfred layer for that, which is layer 1. And that's really all we need to do. As far as that goes, or actually, hold on. We are even going to, we're going to go one step further and add a little bit of profile there. Damn it. I never forget to, or I never remember to click a layer again when I'm done. So now it looks like he's kind of standing there folding with his arms behind his back. We only had to do those 2 lines on each side. And now, in just that amount of time, we have a storyboard that you can very clearly see what is going on. Alfred and Batman are standing in the parlor of Wayne Manor talking to each other.
It looks awesome.
And the individual tracings probably took between 5 and 15 minutes apiece. Tracing the background took the longest. But the thing is that each one of these, we can use them again for later storyboards. We don't have to draw this multiple times. So now every scene that we want to do in the Wayne Manor parlor from that camera angle, we have that. We don't have to trace that again.
Yeah. So the more we do, like if we take our time tracing like tons of different shots from tons of different episodes, it just gives us that much more to work with for the rest of the movie. It's like the more work we do, the less work we have to do later.
Right. Yeah, it will exponentially build.
Yeah.
And so, and as you can see, this is something that's very simple. Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
And so the difficult thing would actually be going through and getting all this. You need to pick screenshots out of whatever. So you'd need at least reasonable quality versions of episodes of Batman the Animated Series with relevant characters in it. And I think I've actually done a couple more.
It's okay. I mean, if you find it, that's cool. But so the point is, that's how we're doing it right now. For now, you can help us if you want to trace some layers and email them to us. We are projectbatman@gmail.com, and just trace, export it as a PNG, and we could use it. Whatever shots you think would be fun to trace. Go back to being 5 and trace some Batman.
Yeah, and let us know if you want to help. Ask us if you think we need anything. But here's a couple of different examples that I've done. Let's see. I've got just a picture of Batman standing, and see with this is a good example because, like, for example, I didn't trace the bat symbol there. We know that that's there.
Right.
The storyboards really just need to be simple. The point of them is so that you can tell what's going on.
Just enough to get the story visually.
Right. And then we've got a couple of different Batman standing around. Then I've got one here of Ra's al Ghul. And he's sitting here holding a sword. And these are just ones that I did. I think the 4 of those combined took me I think it was probably about half an hour.
And they're all absolutely usable.
Oh yeah. And so now it could be that each one is only usable for one particular shot. It could be that we could use those for dozens of different shots across the entire movie. It'll all depend on what we need. And so as we're going through storyboarding, a lot of times, especially in the beginning stages, we're going to have to go through and find like a shot that has what we're looking for and trace that particular shot and use that. Like I said, it's just going to build the more we get done.
And this is mainly for, since this is how Otto and I are doing it, where Sean comes in is I mean, you can do this all you want, but I know you can actually draw it. We have settings in the movie that aren't in the episodes, so
And characters,
of course. So, if you could get Sean, is this Sean in this shot? I need him in this shot.
We'll get close.
If you could draw, oh no, if we could have just different angles of the places that all the characters are set in, then we could do basically anything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all.
Yeah.
This is a long video.
We're going in circles.
Yeah. So that's how we're doing it. We're going to say more about this and probably repeat all of this on a episode of the podcast. If you're not subscribed, Project Batman, it's on iTunes. If you want to do this, email layers and PNG files to weareprojectbatman@gmail.com. Anything else, guys?
No.
Why did you say that name?